जैसे कि हर एक पॉडकास्ट में होता है, आई वॉच अ लॉट ऑफ मिलिटरी पॉडकास्ट एंड आई एम जस्ट इंट्रिग्ड बाय द एक्सपीरियंसेस द armed personals share stories,
Yeah.
like encounter with terrorists, war stories, and then relief stories and all those, like कहीं पे बाढ़ आ गया तो हम लोगों ने जाके कैसे सबको वहां से निकाला, ये सब, I mean, amazing stories. So this podcast, very early in the podcast, I want you to share your experience, like one or two experiences which remain with you lifelong or will remain with you lifelong, where you have encountered such situations and have dealt with it in a strong way, and anything that you could remember or share.
I would like to quote a real life anecdote. When I had just joined the army, right? I was a youngster, second lieutenant. Those days, we used to start from second lieutenant. These days, we start from lieutenant. That rank is no longer there. So I was about 4 months into the army and posted in interior of Northeast. Northeast that time was reeling under insurgency, the entire Northeast, most of it. And that is the time when I was tasked to go and occupy a post facing Bangladesh. And there were terrorist or the insurgent camps on the opposite hillside. And we were separated by a river. That was the IB. And so we were told to occupy and given very strict orders that be vigilant and don't get killed. So it was quite an order, and I was quite excited that I'm getting operational, the chance to be in operation so early in my career. So I was very excited. And why they said be vigilant, don't get killed, and don't ensure by casualties, because in a similar post about a couple of months earlier, they had captured, they had attacked and butchered people, outnumbered them and butchered. So we occupied that post after 2 days of walking through thick jungles and boat patrols and foot patrol and all that, and occupied that finally. And nothing happened immediately, but as the days passed, and that was somewhere in October in 82. So October turned into November. So November, one fine day, I suddenly got a flash or a strange number, 1111 appeared in my mind. I ignored it. Next day, in the morning, I heard a briefing of my second in command. The moment he finished the briefing about the terrorist movement, I looked at my watch. It was again at 1111. So 1111 appeared to me a couple of times. I thought, why is this number coming again and again to me? And I, by then, had become a firm believer of the subconscious mind and the intuitive vibes. So I thought, let me take this number seriously. So I decided to lay an ambush, between our location and the insurgent location, one fine night, and covering the 11 o'clock approach to our camp, going by 1111, right? And we were there in that ambush site for about 2-3 nights. Nothing happened. After 3 nights, I was given an early warning that there are a group of people who are crossing the river. So we allowed them to come in between, in the middle of the river. And that is the time when we challenged them. So they panicked, they opened fire, which gave us their position and location and intent. We were sure that they were insurgents. We also opened fire, but they went back, realizing that they have been caught in ambush. Firing stopped, but after some time, the firing again began. I said, why the hell is they firing again? They've already broken the ambush. They've gone back. And our aim was also not to kill them. Aim was to capture them, because after all, they are our own Muslim people from our own country. So aim was not to kill them. But anyway, my intuitive mind told me that there is something more to it. and there is some mischievous plan they must have cooked up. So I decided to keep few people there and went back to my post and laid another ambush there, leaving there were some people already occupying the post, and we laid an ambush outside it. So there were two places we were waiting for them to come, and they took a detour, thinking that our post is depleted, we'll be able to attack and butcher, outnumber them what they did earlier, not realizing that my spontaneous and intuitive vibes have given me early warning, and we were already waiting for them. So they walked into our trap, and when we challenged them, they ran left, right, and we captured 2 3 of them. And they told us that they had decided to attack us on 11 November. So that is why this significance of 11/11 that came to my mind. So I felt that it is my intuitive wisdom, or something, divine intervention, you can call it, that we were able to repulse that deadly attack, and we had no casualties. They also had no casualty, but that was not the aim, and we got hold of a few of them, and that is how. So this is one of the very interesting operation that happened immediately after I got commissioned, within the first 3 to 4 months. I still remember it very vividly.
So, did that make you very spiritual or believer in divine, that those numbers flashed up in your mind before actually the operation took place or these people came to attack you guys? Did that change the course of your life, that you started believing that there is a higher force somewhere who is guiding you into the right direction so that you are not hurt, you can protect your people and all those sort of stuff?
Yeah, listen, Sudeep, I was introduced to the amazing world of meditation at the young age of 12 by my father. So meditation at that time, actually, it didn't make much sense to, but then there was a seed of meditation or spirituality which was sown into my system. And I also read, my father being an avid reader, I also read a lot of books on spirituality, on life science, on spiritual science, on mind power, on intuitive vibes, etc., on occult. So that is how I grew up. Meditation and book reading became part and parcel of my life. And mind is something about which I'm so fascinated from the beginning itself. So that's why I read a lot. I did a lot of research. So I'm a firm believer of sixth sense or the intuitive wisdom, right? People think that we are 5th century. We are not 5th century. We are 6th century people. And if you believe in that, then yes, you will get the messages. So my belief in spirituality, or my belief in intuitive vibe, my belief in the power of awareness, consciousness, started developing at a very young age, and it continued as I progressed in life, right? So even today, meditation has now become part and parcel of my life.